Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Did you know that the letter T in English is the hardest one for non-native speakers to learn? What makes it very difficult is that little eh after the letter T. It's like a glottal stop, and it sometimes can't really be hard. Listen to these words. Tomorrow, te. 10, te. Tea, te. Getting. You see, the letter T has a very slight catch of air just after it. Te. Tourist. It gives it a bit of an edge. Out. 8. We make this version of the letter T by pushing our tongue up to behind our teeth. Te. Te. Now, when T is joined to H, two things happen. Okay, we either get a hard sound of the, or we get a soft sound, this. You know the sound your lawnmower makes when you're cutting the grass. Okay, so the, think. Both. You can hear the hard sound coming in there. And then you have this and mother. This and mother. Now, both of these sounds, the and this, are made by putting your tongue just out past your teeth. Not out of your mouth, but just out past your teeth. The, you leave enough space to vibrate the air through your teeth. This. And the other one, the, you close your teeth a little bit more, the, to stop the air coming out so much. So the result is think, both, and this, mother. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people get a bit confused. And instead of saying this, they just go to the letter Z. This. This. But the letter Z is made by keeping your tongue behind the teeth. Z. So we're looking for this. This. Now let's use these in examples, okay? Tell, atoll, teller, to tell me if I'm telling you the truth. Now, all of these, you can hear the letter T in the first example we gave, okay, which is te, te. It's usually quite short. It sounds a bit like P, the letter P, and it ends with a little gap next to it, okay? Listen now to another example for the other sounds. This, though, is, I think, what we want. This, though, I think, is what we want. So this, though, has those, again, something very similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. It has this sound that you put your tongue just out past your teeth and let the air vibrate through it. This. This. It sounds a little bit like this, but that's wrong. Okay? And the other sound you heard there was the. So your tongue is in the same position, you just push it out past your teeth, but you close your mouth more, close your teeth more, so the air can't vibrate it. Okay? I think that this boy is thorough. Thorough. Okay, or thorough, as some people say. Okay, so you can hear there's te, there's the, and there's the. Yes, so those are the sounds of the letter T. It's not actually as hard as it sounds. It's only when you look at a rule. Rules are always frightening, aren't they? So it's better not to look at rules. It's better just to practice. And that's why I'm always saying shadowing is the best thing that you can do. Now, there's another problem here, and that is you're all assuming that everyone speaks in the same way. And the truth of the matter is, we don't. So, what I'm teaching you here about the letter T and last week about the letter S and everything else, it really is in standard received pronunciation. But people in different parts of the world and even in different parts of the country make letters differently. We are a very diverse place. So people who came here from different countries, they also make their letters differently. And that causes a lot of confusion. So when you're studying how to write and read, it's very easy because you can just get a book and recognize the letters and then know the words. But when you come to speak, well, we all kind of speak in different ways. So what you have to do is really choose a place that you feel comfortable with to make your home. And when you do that, then it gets much easier because it means that all the media and all the things you hear are coming from one particular place. Let me just give you an example. Okay, so imagine that I'm going to France, my holidays. Okay, I tell my friends, oh, today I'm going to France. Okay, now that's fine for me because I'm saying it in the way that I know. My community, my area, it all says France. So when I hear an American saying they're going to France with an A sound rather than an R sound, then I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's American. It's how some people speak. But I'm okay knowing that my letter A is okay. So this is what you have to do. You have to choose a place, make it yours, and begin to know a little bit more about how, for example, you speak compared to how somebody else speaks. Okay? So I say France, someone else says France. They're both correct in their own communities and in different parts of the world. So you need to choose somewhere that you're comfortable with and make that your home, not only for pronunciation, but also for idioms that you can learn. And then from that point, you can look to other places. So let me just repeat that, okay? You need to find a place, make it yours by beginning to restrict your media to that particular place, let's say London or New York. And from that place, you're free to explore the world of English, knowing that it's not how you want to speak, perhaps. Yeah? And there we are. That's it. So I hope you found that helpful. It's not as complex as it seems. All you have to do is to have a starting point, imitate that starting point, and from there, you can hear, other letters, the ways other people speak, and begin to recognize their accent as being different from yours. But it doesn't mean that you need to use that accent. It doesn't mean that it needs to be embraced by you. It just means it's someone who speaks differently from you. Okay? The problem is if you keep going around the world, okay, oh, now I'm watching the Australian news, now I'm watching the English news. It's fine if you love doing that, but if you start to practice, you're going to end up with a really weird accents, listening to each of these different pronunciations. So you need one and to focus in on that one. I hope you found this helpful. Let's talk soon. See ya. Bye.